Anthros versus Secretlab. These are two of the most popular office and gaming chairs on the market right now. But which chair, if either, is the right choice for you? Let's start with what we can see. Both Anthros and Secretlab's chairs have an extremely distinct look that's impossible to confuse with any other brand. Anthros has its patented two-part back system with interchangeable back panels that come in wood or gamer-style patterns, while Secretlab is known for its vast color options and video game collab designs. They also sell skins and have interchangeable cloud swap armrests if you get bored and want to refresh the look. Honestly, both of these chairs look great in most colors, so the best choice for aesthetics is really going to come down to the look you're going for. In my opinion, Anthros is by far the more adult and professional chair, so it'll look great anywhere in your home or workspace, whereas Secretlab's chairs definitely cater more to the video game streamer or esports crowd, so they'll look great on camera or like a live stream, but they're probably going to look a little kiddish anywhere else. Since I'm not a creator in the video game space, I prefer the look of Anthros. It's just more mature and honestly less likely to give a girl the ick when she walks in my bedroom. I'm not trying to get cock-blocked by a Jigglypuff chair. But I do think both of these chairs are branded extremely well. I think they're both very visually iconic. You will recognize these chairs, so I'll give them both an A+ and a tie on aesthetics. By the way, it's a good time to mention, this video is not sponsored. I don't have a horse in this race, but if you decide to buy either of these chairs, I'll drop some links down below, which I'll keep updated with the best current deals possible, and using those links will help support the channel, which I always appreciate. But even more important than how these chairs look is how they treat our body. If you're dropping this much money on a premium chair, you'll probably be sitting on it for at least 8 hours per day over the next 5 to 10 years. Choose wrong, and you could completely fuck your back and posture. Now, Anthros is a chair that's main selling point is ergonomics. They're literally the only FDA-registered chair to relieve pain. Their two-part back system adjusts separately to achieve this sort of unique pelvic tilt that's different from traditional lumbar support. This helps you sit upright comfortably for longer while helping alleviate back pain and improve posture over time. I mean, it's like their whole thing. And they do it extremely well. Most people who buy this for back pain or postural support love it, myself included. Secretlab, on the other hand, well, they're not exactly known for ergonomics. And I think you can be a fan of Secretlab chairs while still acknowledging this. I honestly don't think anyone would claim these chairs are ergonomic except maybe Secretlab's marketing team. They advertise this L-Adapt system, and they've got some adjustment dials on the side, but honestly, I don't notice any difference from turning them. I don't care how they pitch it, this seat back is flat, and it provides pretty much no back or lumbar support whatsoever, so usually when I'm sitting in it for more than an hour, I just find myself completely slouched over. Plus, if you're on the bigger side, these racer-style side bolsters can actually push your shoulders forward even more. If you're just sitting in it for like an hour of gaming or an hour-long stream, that's probably fine. But if you're gonna try to get a full workday in on this thing, your back is gonna hurt. Anthros takes the win on ergonomics by a landslide. But ergonomics doesn't always mean comfort, so which chair actually feels better to sit in? Well, this one is actually tricky because I think it depends on how you plan to use the chair. But there are some factors that'll be relevant to everyone, like the seat cushioning. Personally, the best seat for me is a seat that I never think about or think about as little as possible. If my 8-hour workday flies by without me having to shift around to keep my ass cheeks from going numb, that's a good seat to me. To Anthros' credit, that is how I feel about their seat cushion. It's just super comfortable, super low pressure, and if I get up and walk around during the day, it's because of my ADHD, not my Anthros chair. Secretlab, on the other hand, is known to have extremely firm seats on their chairs, with a lot of users comparing them to sitting on a rock. It's not too bad at first, but after like an hour or so, I definitely become aware of the pressure and need to go for a little walk or take a break from it. But Secretlab does have one major advantage over Anthros, and that's the higher seat back and the ability to recline further back. This is why I say that the more comfortable of the two really depends on your use case. Because if you're working or gaming at a desk for long hours at a time, I think Anthros takes the cake on comfort, hands down. But if you wanted to fully recline while playing a console game for an hour or two, well then Secretlab might be your better bet. Ultimately, I'd like to say that these chairs are close to tied on comfort due to their different use cases, but honestly, the completely flat seat back and insanely firm seat on the Secretlab Titan EVO are unforgivable compared to Anthros' super comfortable cushion, so I've got to give Anthros the win even though it can't recline quite as far. But if you get a chance to sit in both, let me know what you think down in the comments. Of course, I've got to be fair here, and it's important to acknowledge that while Anthros is a better built chair with higher quality materials, it's also a good deal more expensive, like 3 times as expensive. So which chair offers better value for the price? Well, Anthros knows they're expensive. They offer one chair model which they position as a premium product on par with Herman Miller, but with a greater focus on being good for your spine and posture. And I definitely think that's a lot of money to pay for a chair, but I can rationalize the hit to my bank account a little bit by framing it as an investment in my health, since I do spend about a third of my life at a computer and I don't want to look like the Hunchback of Notre Dame in 20 years. My Anthros chair also does feel like it'll last at least 10 years, hopefully even more, because of the higher quality materials. Just as an example, while my Anthros chair doesn't recline quite as far as my Secretlab Titan EVO, it reclines a lot smoother compared to this. Ugh. But by comparison, I don't think Secretlab chairs are a bad value. I think they're just really weirdly positioned in the market. Like it's a sort of pseudo premium chair. I remember seeing these back in college and thinking they were crazy expensive. I thought they must be insanely comfortable and durable as a result. But realistically, if you take a look on Facebook Marketplace, you'll see that a lot of these start to crack, peel, fade, and rip after just a year or two of regular use. My guess is that the $600 Secretlab charges is enough to build a chair that looks premium, but it's not quite enough for the brand to use actual premium materials that feel good and last. Personally, I'm a buy once, cry once type of guy. I always prefer to pay a little bit more upfront for something that's less likely to cause me issues or need to be replaced down the road. For that reason, Anthros offers the better value proposition for me personally, but hey, if you're just looking for a cool chair that'll look good on your gaming live stream, Secretlab chairs can definitely bring you a ton of value there. And I'll drop some links down below that'll keep updated with the best deal on either of these chairs, and using these links will help support the channel, which I always appreciate. But if you're still not sure, I've got full reviews of both chairs that you can check out right here, where I go way deeper into the specs and absolutely everything else you need to know to feel 100% sure you're making the right choice. So check them out. Yeah, give them a little cookie. Yeah, click the video.